Hey guys, welcome back. It's Alfred here. So I'm back again in Derby with Sean and Sam. So this is a 14-bedroom HMO that we came back, I think it was back last year, September?
Roughly,
October. Came back, but we're now here to kind of see the final version of it. All right guys, so before we go inside, I'm going to let these guys quickly introduce themselves. So Sean.
So yeah, I'm Sean. I'm also from Sean C Property, if you look at my YouTube channel. I'm really excited to show Alfred our finished product. This is mine, Sam and Heather's project. But before I get into that, I'm a property investor based in Derby. We've got a few HMOs in and around the area. We're actually venturing out to like Liverpool and other areas in the UK. And I'm sure Sam will talk about his projects that are also outside the UK as well.
No, my projects are inside the UK.
Oh shit.
Outside of Derby, but I've got many HMO spreading across the country, so venturing up to Liverpool, Peterborough, Birmingham, Coventry, so proper venturing out all over, doing different avenues. I've also changing strategy going into service accommodation, buy-to-lets in Wales, so literally not just staying focused in Derby but going national now. So I'm Sam from Derby, this is my hometown, but venturing national.
No, cool. So guys, let's go inside. I'll show you what you've done so far.
International.
Hey guys, so we're going to start from the kitchen area. So Sam, you're going to take us through the property, what you guys have done here.
So this used to be the old shop entrance. So as you can see on the photos up here, this was it when it was a pub back in the day, where it used to be on the Derby Mile. Then it ran down when the pub industry died, and then it got converted into a corner shop. As you can see, it was certainly ran down. But this was the old shop entrance, so now this has become the communal room for this downstairs 6-bed apartment. So this is a 6-bed, all-en-suite student accommodation. That phrase up there, those who know, this is the proper Derby phrase. Even Angelina Jolie did this.
Oh wow.
So yeah, this is an A-up-me-duck phrase. So literally fully furnished, chalkboard up on the wall, and ready to move in. Students have already secured this 4 months in advance, paying £3 a month.
Not bad, not bad, not bad. And what made you kind of go for this kind of, I quite like the feel of the property in terms of, it feels like I'm in the halls, but it's not halls, it's a house. The features around, obviously you guys will see in a sec. What's made you go for this theme and this kind of welcoming theme for students?
We wanted to have like the wow factor. So as opposed from students actually going to the university and staying in the halls, we wanted to play a piece of the pie, as you say. So get the students to come in here, but as you can see, or as you'll see, you're walking around, the finish is top notch. We're going very high end. I'm
loving the colour scheme, just everything just makes sense, and I think the position and everything just very welcoming. Yeah, guys, have an amazing job. You're going to see when we go around. But yeah, all right. I think we should go to the bedrooms.
Yeah,
I'll let you guys lead the way. All right, guys. So this is one of the ensuite rooms. Sean, do you want to take us through this room?
Yeah. So this is one of my favourite rooms downstairs. One of the bigger rooms, and what we've got here is we've got the blue kind of feature to kind of make it a bit more geometric. And the reason why I went for bright colours is we've got the IKEA furnishings, which we've got a red chest of drawers, and it matches like the theme with the doors and the ensuite and bedside tables as well. We went for OSB style, and we've seen in other properties they've just put like a whole piece of wood. But again, with the geometrics, we decided to speak to interior designers, and they said, why not go for a bit of an angle so it kind of gives it a bit of an effect.
Yeah. No, I'm liking this. And currently, how much are you renting these rooms for?
So we actually rented this whole downstairs for £3,000. So each of the students, they would pick which rooms they want, and they choose how much they pay between them, which is great with students because you're not having to argue with them how much they should be paying. You just give them one price, and then you sort it out yourselves. Yeah,
that's good. That's good. One question: what the hell? Why the hell did you go for speakers in every single room? Please
explain.
So
if you've not noticed, these are actually Sony speakers. So we've decided to put like speaker shelves in. I think actually Sam was like, yeah. We've got to go for it, and then he was just like, yeah, why not? I mean,
I think it's a good selling point. I think it's one of those extra things that the students will appreciate. I think me being a student, I definitely had our music on. I don't know about other guys, but let's say they might, what's it called? Know each other in terms of the music being played all the time, but I think it's definitely a good feature for sure.
We've got these in each of the rooms as well, so no one has to fight over the best room in this whole house.
I'm liking the spotlight features as well. I feel like they do a lot justice more than the
pendant lights. Yeah, making a lot brighter. So I didn't want it like a cramped in room or dark and dingy. So as opposed to doing just the one pendant, we've got spotlights in every other room, or every room to make it brighter.
No, I like it.
TVs come as standard, but now the Sonos speakers.
Yeah, that's level up. TVs are normal. I've never seen speakers in the room, but I'm liking it. All right, let's quickly show you guys something in the hallway as well. I think it's quite cool. So guys, one of the things that I've noticed in this property, which I quite like as well, is it being a student accommodation property. Anyone that's been in halls, normally when you go on a night out, everybody kind of has their bottles and kind of decorates it. And you guys are kind of going for the same theme in the hallway, and I quite like it. So yeah, Sean, you guys, why this? And I see these boards up as well. What's that for?
I think it's like you said, if you go to like a student house, you always see, it's almost like trophies. When
Trophies,
they finish
literally.
up their drinks, pre-drinks after a night out, so they lined it up. So I think for the purpose of like brightening up the hallway a bit, because it's such a confinement, we're kind of like standing like this already, so
Yeah.
it brightens the hallway up. And we've also got the OSB boards. Seeing as we had it for the headboards already, it just made sense to have it ready for people to pin, not even just our notice boards, but also, like Sam said.
Yeah, so obviously we'll go out, take photos on the night out, so you can just click print photos, and like we can just do like, imagine having notice boards or OSB boards, so you can have your favourite night out and get them all over the place now, so it's cool.
No, no wonder why it's already gone as well, because I'm guessing once you come in, you're like, I like the feel, it makes sense. Like, it's well thought of, like, at least you're thinking about the students and how they're going to live in here and what they're going to make use of these features. So no, I think you guys have done an amazing job. Alright guys, so we're going to head upstairs and show you what's been done up there as well. These guys, I can't fault them. Let's go. Alright guys, we're now upstairs. This is another 6-bedroom, self-contained unit. So Sam, going to take us through this section.
Yeah, so the property is technically in whole a 14-bed property, but we didn't really want to do a big 14-bed. So downstairs is 6-bed, upstairs is 6-bed, and then outside we've got a 2-bed bespoke disabled bungalow that we've had built. But this is the upstairs. Upstairs is slightly bigger than downstairs, and this is the communal room. As you can see, we've got a sofa, we've got a 50-inch TV, we've got a table football, a desk, so people can do the work in here if they want to. Each of the bedrooms have all got their own desks as well, so this is just more the communal theme. So yeah.
One question for me in terms of like the internet. So I've noticed, how are you guys kind of trying to maintain the internet within the property?
So what we've done is we've got the internet on both floors,
Yeah.
and each room has their own access points.
Okay,
so
so cool.
you've kind of like connecting to your own Wi-Fi rather than having to like reach to here from like the bottom of the building.
No, good. And again, guys, you can see like, literally, I think everything. These guys, the students, this is inviting for parties, guys. I don't know what you're thinking about.
We're hoping we get invited.
But yeah, they've done a good job. But yeah, we'll show you some of the rooms as well. So let's head on to some of the rooms and show you what guys have done. Alright guys, so we're in one of the rooms upstairs. Sean, do you want to describe again what we've done up here?
Yeah, so similar to downstairs, we've gone for a similar theme again. The only difference is the colours, but also the desks in particular, because we were going to have them fitted, purely because after like a year they kind of get bashed about and then we end up having to replace them. But when the students came into their viewings, it was actually a deal breaker. So they said if they are fitted, then they won't take the whole block. And then we've got to put the legs. We've got to put the rest of the legs on the desk. But again, we've got the Sono speakers again, the OSB boards as feature walls. We've matched the colours of the ensuite door with the chest of drawers and the bedside table. There's no bedside table. Okay, but yeah, chest of drawers.
One question: interior design. Did you guys come up with it, or you find someone to?
No, we've got our own interior designer. Actually, it's one of our business partners, Heather's contact, and they've been great throughout the whole project.
Incredible.
So, but are you guys influencing the decisions, or are you kind of saying you guys interior designers come up with something?
They gave us like 3 proposals.
Okay.
And obviously there's budget and cost accordingly, but
yeah.
As you can tell by the finish of it, we pretty much...
No, it's well thought of.
We went for the top budget, and I'll be honest with you, like me and Sean and then Heather, we all go very like sort of pastel colours and not like wowing in your face. So to have like the reds, the greens, the yellows, the blues, this was like... It's a bit of a big one. We're like, oh, right, we'll trust you. So we trusted in the interior design, and we don't... The finish is class.
They've done an amazing job.
I remember seeing the mood board, and all you saw was just a picture of that.
Yeah,
a couple of colours. It's really hard to kind of imagine what the room would look like. I remember him saying, it can be any colour, just not orange.
I was like, no orange. I do not like the mustard. No
orange?
mustard. That was the one criteria for them.
No, fair enough. I'm loving the big mirror as well. I think I'm gonna have to steal that one. I'm liking it. It's a good feature for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, you guys have done an amazing job.
And the wardrobes are interesting as well.
I was about to say the wardrobe thing. That normally I always have fitted wardrobes in every one of my properties.
Yeah.
But for some bizarre reason on the plans, I never even picked it up. So the builder obviously draws off the floor plans.
Yes.
There was no wardrobes on it.
Yes.
And I was like, oh no, what do we do? And then I actually saw something similar to these on a house viewing. And I was like, they're cool. So then it's
becoming a thing. I've noticed in a few properties where they've got this railing.
Very industrial thing.
It's fixed though.
This one's not.
Yeah.
Obviously upstairs, these want everything movable. Downstairs it's fixed.
Okay.
But yeah, so it was very much a challenge to the interior design. Said we get something to keep the theme of it all being industrial, the scaffold boards, and so yeah, I think they're doing
One
a good
question:
job.
How much did it cost you for the interior design?
25 grand, I think, to get up to date.
No. So, I mean, there's the cost to kind of get the concept of what you want it to look like. So consultation and stuff in terms of.
So without the purchasing.
Yeah.
It's about 21 grand for the actual furnishings themselves, and then about 5 grand for like their fees.
Okay.
Yeah, all in 26. So
And you guys don't get involved. They just come in, they dress the property.
they liaise.
They do
liaise with the builder. So we've just basically come in now. So we've had no input at all. So basically, there's a new WhatsApp group between the builder and them discussing when each stage is going to be finished. Because obviously this project with the 6-bed downstairs. Was it downstairs was finished first? No, upstairs was finished first. Upstairs was finished first.
Yeah.
So this lot was basically done a while ago. Then downstairs and then the bungalow. So they literally just liaise with the builder regarding the cleans, when stuff can get fitted. We've had the joiner come in and do all that lot.
That makes so much sense. Yeah.
The builder got a hold of the OSB boards with the trade connections as well as opposed to the interior design. So it's very much a case of can you get a hold of the OSB boards? We'll cut it to size, or the joiner cuts it to size and sets it up. So it's been very hands off and it's been awesome. It's
good because I'm
worth every penny.
Literally, I've been thinking this myself. I've been doing interior designs myself on my ones, but I feel like for me it saves time to just like raising more money,
so much time,
and finding new deals. To have to think about this, getting them like the dressing, everything looks good. Like to kind of go and get this stuff, it's all a headache. So you can outsource it, guys. It definitely is worth the money, I think. Especially on such a large project like this, I think 40 euros is by me. I can't go around, shopping for every single little pillow, blankets, everything. But yeah, no, you guys done an amazing job.
Just doing quick maths, if you're thinking 5 grand, 14 rooms, it's less than 400, it's just about 400 quid a room, isn't it? Just under 400?
Yeah, that's not bad.
It's not too bad.
I think, to be fair, I think on this size project, I think it does make sense. Maybe on the lesser ones, I will argue, is it worth it? Can I just do it myself? But I think
on the 6 beds, I spent around 10 grand on interior design and all the furnishings included as well. And
that's not bad. I said 10 to 12 grand usually is what you're.
It saves you time. I think if you buy the deal at a lesser price to factor in that budget, then it's worth everything. We used to like fit our own flat packing. Even you showed me this Allen key tool where like it goes into the awkward angle. You can like twist it in.
And the builders literally come in, 2 minutes are done.
We're
I did that once, like one little table. And I was like, this is not for me.
Yeah. I built the nursery at home and put a piece in the wrong place, and I was like, no, not doing this anymore. Property, business. I run all my businesses, get the right tradesmen in, and then I'm not doing any of myself.
Yeah.
No, cool. Alright, so guys, let's quickly talk about numbers.
This is him.
Yeah. Accountant, take it away. By the way, if you need an accountant, this is your guy to go to.
We purchased a building for 285,000.
Yeah.
We've spent about 255 grand to date on the refurbishment plus the furnishings and all the XYZs. Fees like solicitors and investors, probably about 15 to 20k now. We are putting a revaluation figure in about 850,000. So
not bad.
We're going to see.
We'll see.
When it comes out. Fingers
crossed.
crossed. If it comes through, then that's all money out. So
we've also utilised the Derby's empty homes loan on this property.
Okay.
Because the property was sat here, becoming like derelict and wasting away.
Yeah.
It used to be upstairs, was actually being ran as a drug den. So there's holes in all.
Oh yeah,
the walls.
remember when we first came? Yeah, okay.
There's holes in all the walls. So
yeah.
Basically, Derby wanted the property regenerating. So we've actually got an empty homes loan for this place.
Not just one, but two.
With two, yeah. So 6 bed upstairs and 6 bed downstairs. So we actually got 2 separate homes loans. So
not bad.
Yeah, not bad.
What's that up to? Like
40 grand, 20 grand per property. So
Guys, this is a gem here.
Not 0% repayable over 5 years, I think it is.
Yeah.
So we decided to go to like continue the high end finish. So we've had a whole new roof across the whole property.
Okay.
So there's a few areas that needed touching up, and then because of the state of the property, because it's been here such a long period of time,
Yeah, it just makes sense.
Like we've got a 0% loan. Come on, we don't need to take it out for personal. Let's put it into the property, get it so it's hands off for as long as possible. So we've had new roof put down, and then you'll see outside we've had block paving down as well. So just to keep it proper high end finish and hands off as much as possible.
If you're getting 0%, I think why not? The money's available. Why not? No, it makes sense. All right, guys. So let's take it to the bungalow, and then we'll show you that as well. All right, guys. Before we go into the bungalow, we've got a laundry room out here. So Sean, describe why you've got the laundry room set up outside of here.
So what we wanted is less noise within the kitchens, and also to free up space in the kitchen, so we've got more room for like the dining and seating areas. And personally, I would prefer a laundry room outside. I spoke to my business partner and said, look, why don't we just put 6 washer dryers out here? People from upstairs and downstairs can use it. We were thinking of put like coin meters in, we didn't get around to that anyways. But
it's not too late, we're not in yet. Let's make some money.
I think it would work, because that bill at the end of the month, you're gonna be getting someone in here very quickly.
Well, what's interesting is it used to be the old pub toilets before the shop, so we actually knocked off half of the pub toilet to create this outdoor space.
So bad back in the day.
Directly behind it, we've actually got the plant room as well. So again, we freed space from the main building just to get it all outside, and it's not a fire hazard as well. It's all contained.
Yeah, no, I like that. For me, the biggest thing is sound, and you've got rid of a big problem, which is the washing machine constantly on and making noise, and it's self-enclosed. Do you know what I mean? It's away from the property, so it's good. It's good. I like it.
One of my biggest things is, like Sean hit the nail on the head, we've got the plant room outside, so if we need to do it's not even the case that the students have access to this side. We put our own special door in it, it's got its own key, so literally the letting agent will have a key, you can give it to the maintenance guy, and then that's it. There's no need to involve the students at all. They just complain, we get it resolved, and it's the job done. So inside, Sean, fire away, show inside.
This is actually credit to Heather, really, because Heather's one of our business partners. She said she wanted to go for like that old kind of the old advert. So we've got the old Purcell advertisement for the laundry. We've got some boxes right in front of me right here. We've got even like the how to do your laundry symbols guide, which even I don't know what it means, but I think the main highlight of this is we wanted to separate it all out, provide plenty washer dry facilities, and I believe Alfred's putting some in his own HMOs as well. So it's just good to kind of set that example and just create the standards of the HMOs as well.
Alright guys, so we're now in the bungalow just outside of the main building we've just seen. Sam's going to take us through his building.
So like I say, back in the day this used to be a pub, and then this used to be the old storeroom, which had basically absolutely shot wooden doors. It was falling to pieces. So we knocked that down, and then we've done a purpose-built wheelchair access 2-bedroom bungalow. And this is the kitchen facilities. So we've literally gone to town on making sure it is proper wheelchair friendly. So everything, the washing facilities, the cooker facilities, they're all actually accessible for the wheelchair.
Any reason why you didn't go electric with this? I'm guessing cost.
The basically.
What was the cost to kind of get this?
There's a big difference between going for a manual and a motor, and it was $2.5 grand.
Yeah. So it makes fair enough.
It still does it, but let's be honest, we're running it as a business, so if we keep allowing money into it constantly, it's not going to be beneficial to us for a long time.
No, everything's business related, so it has to make sense.
I think it's only 2 people as well, so.
So they both can share. They both can we share in the same area here. And I'm guessing,
so we've got a room just directly behind there, one behind me here.
Do you want to take us into that one and we'll just go through that as well? Show everybody what it looks like.
Okay.
It's a fairly large room. I'll let you guys see the ensuite in a second.
Sam, gonna talk through the room.
So this is obviously continuing on, this is one of the bedrooms, the studio, as Sean came up with, the 2 studio bedrooms. Full disabled access, so basically one of the things that we had to make sure we was keeping an eye on was sizes around the bedroom, around the bed, so we can get all the way around with wheelchair access. For me, the biggest plus point or wow point is the ensuite, which is massive, so come on in. So this is the ensuite. As you can see, it's probably big enough to play tennis in it.
Squash.
Play squash for yourself. But yeah, so we've got the wheelchair, disabled showers, so you can drop down, sit down on the chairs. Pure wet room set up, and yeah, it's massive. Full get in with the wheelchair. We've had the wider doors done so you can get in. But yeah, it's surprising because obviously this is the first time I've done wheelchair accessibility, and yeah, the room itself is huge. Kind of does detract a little bit from the bedroom, but we need to make sure that we follow regulations, and then it's still suitable for wheelchair access all the way around. So yeah.
No, good. All right. So let's room 2.
Room 2, mirror image.
All right, guys. Want to take us through this room?
Yeah, I'll take it. So basically, we've gone for the colour match again. So we've got red doors to match the red, chest of drawers / bedside table. We've still got our speaker shelves in here, which has been a statement across the whole property. Again, we like the artwork, again, red, blue. I think the only difference with down here, not because of the wheelchair access toilets, but also the fitted desks as well. So again, we don't want students moving stuff around constantly, and then it kind of creates more wear and tear throughout the years. So we wanted to fit everything as much as possible. We've got a bit of a lower sort of open wardrobe, with a hanging rail, again to complement the industrial theme as well.
One of the quirky things that Sean's just pointed out, I didn't even spot this, is at the bedside table is wireless chargers for the phone. So yeah,
you guys are really spending money.
We gone to town.
Yeah, no, right. I like it. Well, that's good. All right, guys. We'll head back outside and we'll wrap it up, and then ask any more questions. All right, guys. So before we wrap this video up, we've got a few more questions for you guys to answer. So obviously, it being such a large project, first question for me is: was there any challenges? What was the biggest challenge? Like 3 challenges you guys found on this project?
I think number 1 challenge was the neighbour. So the neighbour doesn't like any noise or anything like that, so having to work and do a 14-bedroom HMO conversion without making any noise is certainly going to be a challenge. So we on his walls we basically did minimal work to his neighbouring property, but he actually did come round at one point and threatened to destroy everything, and then later on that night actually came round and smashed up a load of bricks and got the spade and hit the side of the digger that had been hired. So he actually got arrested, and the builders. Yeah. So these are the challenges.
So guys, these are real things that happen on the project. It's not all smooth.
These are the challenges that people don't always talk about. So that was a bit of an issue. Obviously, there's a lot of men on site. Yeah. And then having to try and keep the noise down just to keep him happy. Make sure that obviously then as soon as the police were involved, it's then making sure that the police were on our side as opposed to we're not actually doing anything wrong. So yeah, that was a big challenge.
The thing is, it's not even a party wall issue as well. Because most people say, "Oh, did you have a party wall agreement?"
Yeah.
It was the actual tenant inside, so not the landlord. So the landlord was fine with us doing what we were doing, which is
the tenant that lived. Okay, yeah. Fair enough. Any other challenges?
Finance has been another one.
Again,
with drawdowns, we always get these once we've done the work. So the surveyor comes out, they have a look at what's actually been done, correlates to the builder's invoice, which didn't really help when the builder wants to be paid up front. So I think one thing we learned was make sure that we have capital in the bank.
Mate,
to
cash
pay
flow.
for the refurbishment first. Cash flow is king.
Cash flow is king.
I'm learning this now as well. Like when you start scaling up, you guys have multiple projects, not just this one as well. Having money ready available, because things do come up, delays in payments from the bank, or if they're waiting for some certain documents to come through and not ready to release it just yet. Then there's delays and you have to pay your builders. You don't. Last thing you want to do is upset your builders. So I think
simple little things like additional lectures that you don't expect to come through. So we've obviously had this plant room built, and Sean came up with the idea and said, "Well, why don't we have 2 separate entrances?" Yeah. So we've had a new door put in, which was then a little bit of an added cost.
Yeah, but it makes sense.
Right. It makes sense. It's perfect. So it was a genius idea to get it done. But again, the builder's going to charge us for it because it's extra work. It's an extra door for that.
Yeah.
So we didn't have then it's like, oh, who's paying for this? So and I think one of the biggest ones is obviously the drawdown on this project is the builder wants payment immediately, so they send the invoices through.
Yeah, exactly. That's normal. Yeah,
we then have a business meeting saying who's got the funds for this. Well, I've got this and I've got this. So then we're having to scrape around to get the money together because we've all got our own projects as well. So there's 3 of us involved, but all got our own businesses and properties that we're buying.
Yeah.
We then request the drawdown, but then the drawdown from the lender in this project took about a month. So
Oh, wow.
so it's a long time. So the builder's obviously chasing. I'm dealing with the builder saying, guys, come on, we need to get this together.
Yes.
And in all fairness, this builder's pulled us a solid one because they didn't stop project when, in all fairness, they had every right to because of a month waiting for money. We've had to do what we can to, can we pay the rest of when the money comes into the bank? It's been a cash flow is king. It's key.
Honestly, guys, on these projects, it is, and these projects are 285k on this.
No, that was purchase.
Purchase. Well, so in terms of like refurb, how much you had to chuck into this to get it?
250k.
Yeah, so a lot of money, and it's if you work out the duration of the project, I guess how long did this project take you guys to do?
We completed on the 3rd of July last year.
Okay.
So now we're in May.
Yeah, so 10 months.
So it's been 10 months roughly. But we didn't really start the project until
We didn't start
August.
Yeah, August.
September.
I think one of the biggest surprises and shocks was even the build team was like they did not anticipate the rip out. So in the
I think that's always everyone undermines that.
No, you have no idea. So I've done many projects. Sean's done. This project was like next level on rip out stages. So the shop, the pub, and everything like that.
Yeah.
There was 4 roofs. So the boarding. So you imagine your original roof.
Oh yeah.
So there's 4 loads of plasterboard on top. So when it was coming down, it just kept on coming down. there was about 12 men on site, and they were there for about 2 months, just continually ripping
taking stuff out.
Yeah, because there's so much stuff. It was unreal for a rip out stage.
And our vendor, which we negotiated with, actually cleared most of the stuff out. So even after him clearing it out, we still had quite a lot of stuff to take out.
So one question which I already know the answers to, but I just want the viewers who are obviously interested in getting property budget. Where did you think you're going to start off? I guess finish off with, and where did you actually end off with?
My top end numbers was around 200k. So it weren't far off anyways from the build costs.
No.
We have had extras with the new roof, new render, new services as well for the bungalow.
But we've had free money.
And we've got free money from the council. So again, where there's challenges, we've always been very proactive and just said, look, where can we be more creative and find more finance?
I think the initial numbers we based on was having 285 purchase price. The initial build quote we spoke about was kind of trying to come in at around the 200. But from the start, it came in at 220, I think it was, because of the bungalow erection. Because, like I say, before it was a derelict, it needed knocking down, so we ended up building this. It was Heather's idea, like I say, the business partner, to come up with the wheelchair access. So again, standing us out from the market. The university is literally across the road, so we want to see if we can come on of all areas of the market. But when you got 40 grand extra from the council to regenerate the project, these things where we pushed it to the top notch, having the new rendering, having the new roofing, having the block paving, it's kind of made it a lot more worthwhile for us to do so. So it's going to be a hands-off project for a lot longer now.
Adds value to the buildings as well. So.
Yeah, I guess it's cost versus reward. So I think that's done an amazing job. Guys, comment below what you think of the project. Any questions as well? You feel like you've missed? Feel free to ask it. Sean's obviously on YouTube, so you can answer as well. I'll let you help out with the questions. So before we wrap it up, I guess you guys want to tell everyone where they can find you. So Sam, you want to start first?
So just a little bit before. So this is mine and Sean's first project together. So it went so well that since this project is now complete, we just had an offer accepted on a hotel and just completed on it. Yeah, so
offer accepted.
Offer accepted. We completed. We've got the keys. We bought a hotel. So the plans are in. We're waiting for Derby plan at the minute, and we're going to demolish the whole hotel because it's been condemned, and then we're converting that into, we were building 74 apartments. So it's 48 1-beds and 26 2-bed luxury apartments. So that's our next project. So if you want to ask any questions, Sean's on YouTube, I'm on Instagram and Facebook as well. But so making moves. It's exciting times.
Now guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. It's been an amazing one, and I'm definitely going back to the hotel. Can't wait to see that as well. But guys, take care. See you in the next one.